What are you going to miss about the outdoor climbing season?
Being in the outside and the outdoors is just such a surreal environment. You get to be one with nature, you get to really feel one with the wall when you're climbing outside, and you get to bring your friends along with you, and you get to enjoy all the aspects of nature.
America has some of the most diverse landscapes you'll find anywhere. From dense forests to mountain ranges and coastlines, there's truly something for everyone. Millions of people get outside to fish, hunt, hike, and camp every year. But for many, there's one activity that stands out above the rest. One that takes us to places we probably have no business being. That sport is climbing. Here in the flatlands of North Dakota is not a place where you would expect to see this sport, especially in the winter, where temps are often below freezing for over 5 months of the year. However, if you know anything about climbers, you know that they adapt to anything, and that is just what we see here in this frozen tundra.
When you have indoor and outdoor climbing, you have two separate communities that are connected up. You have synthetic climbing and you have your natural climbing. When you're inside, you have the environment where you can manipulate certain holds certain ways on different angles. So you get to fully train in ways that you can focus on your strengths and your weaknesses.
And then, is there anything in particular that indoor climbing offers that outdoor doesn't?
Yeah, the safety, that's one of them. And like the ease of being able to come to this wall and just come climb. Time of day, you got artificial lighting here, it's great. And being able to just meet different kinds of people, it's a lot easier when there's a lot more people at the wall in like one area. So that's always great to have.
So my name is Terrence. Started climbing about 2.5 years ago-ish. Started climbing at the Wellness Center like my second semester freshman year. Just wanted to check it out, and first time I went for 13 days straight because I had no concept of a rest day. So I just kept going, and then I just loved it. When I started climbing, I see a lot of these people climbing better than me, and I'm kind of in my head like, oh, I'm comparing myself and whatever. And I think this year I've kind of matured in a way of like, I'm just focusing on my own stuff.
Every climb that you do is a puzzle. You learn how to move your body. That's all what the sport is about, is how you can exceed your limit and learn how to move and just really expand on how you can connect with the body, how you can connect with the wall.
It's kind of like chess, but with movement with your body. It's a lot of problem solving. That's why these routes are called problems, because you solve them. There's different ways to do them.
Well, I've actually seen a lot of my friends here, and I noticed that you get a workout while having fun with friends.
It's just good for making friends. I mean, you'll hear people say, oh, I've been climbing for 2 hours. First of all, that's a lie. You're not climbing for 2 hours. You are climbing occasionally for 2 hours, and like 75% of it, you're on the ground just yapping with other people. And I think that environment just makes it like a great place to make friends. And as a result of that, I've met most of my friends climbing.
I've been able to set up connections there, and now just being able to go out and climb here at FC or at NDSU.
What is one piece of advice that you would give to new climbers?
Don't be afraid of talking to someone that you don't know. Just go up to them and be like, hey, I don't know you, what's your name? How'd you get into climbing? That's a great way, just being able to have that community as well at the climbing wall, and just not being afraid of looking like a beginner. We all start there, so that's what I have.
One piece of advice I would give to climbers is you can view climbing as a sport. You can also view it as problem solving, and it's making goals for yourself.
Invite other friends over who've never tried it, and they might like it, and it just cascades into this like positive feedback loop of people bringing other people, and suddenly you have a bigger friend group.
I got into climbing seriously probably a couple weeks ago.
So what is the biggest learning curve you faced in the last couple weeks?
That when you don't get a route the first time, there's definitely a way to get it the second or third or fourth time. I did that tonight. I got one down. It was great.
What are you most excited for this indoor climbing season?
This indoor climbing season, I am so excited to see the NDSU Climbing Club expand. We had a lot of people graduate last year, and we have a very new roster this year. We have a whole bunch of new climbers that are getting into the sport. And my personal favorite thing is to see all of these people improve every time they're at practice, every time they're either at the NDSU wall or here at Fargo Climbing.
What is your dream climb?
I'd say probably El Sendero Luminoso in Mexico. It's about, I think it was like 28 pitches, and the easiest pitch is like 512B. So it's very, very tough climb, but that would be a really cool one to do someday.
Right now it's Devil's Tower.
Okay.
That's really cool.
My dream climb. I really have a lot of places that I want to climb in Europe, but short-term goal, I really want to go to Devil's Towers and do some multi-pitch climbing next summer.